the Void Realm, a place where all life has been abandoned long ago. The trash can of the universe, the world that once was, that came before the world we know now. The scene takes us to the ashen wastes, and the very land itself truly shows the emphasis on that name. It is a desert made entirely of ashes, gray and pale, almost like snow, but far more dead and barren. Dead trees cake the horizon, withered away, devoid of all life. This land, this desert made entirely of ashes, is completely undisturbed. Not a single set of foot tracks or any form of life disturbing it, moving it, shaping it, or shifting it. Savor one set of foot tracks, all on their lonesome, in one straight line, heading towards a destination that no one knows. A single lonely sinner, all by their lonesome, in this vast emptiness, staring up at the sky, seeing this black sun with the pink glowing rims around it, this eternal eclipse, seeing the gray sky above them, constant clouds caking the skies, shifting and changing always, never showing anything that resembles night or day for that matter. The silence of this place is deafening. It could drive anyone mad. The sinner has even gotten to the point where they would even welcome someone yelling at them or shouting at them, just something to break the monotony. The only sound that can be heard is the slight gusts of wind and absolute silence. The only form of life forms the sinner encountered, if you can even call them life forms, were gray, pale, shriveled up, zombie-like creatures. They were taking the shapes of combinations of both sinners, imps, hellhounds, and even angels, and even mortal humans. All of them zombified corpses, eyes completely gone, skin so shriveled and dried up, as if all the nourishment, all the liquids has been drained from them long ago. All these horrid creatures ever wanted to do, whenever they saw anything that wasn't them, was to shamble towards it and try to eat it, trying to satisfy a hunger that will never be slated, trying to hope that maybe consuming enough flesh or consuming enough souls will give them their body back, and perhaps they will leave this realm in the slight hope that maybe they can get out of here. But they were already long gone. It didn't matter if they consumed 1,000 bodies or 1,000,000 souls. Their fate was already sealed by being in this realm for too long. This sinner could tell and see for themselves. Some were more decayed than others. Some looked more fresh. They could tell that it was only a matter of time until they turn into one of them as well, as they look upon their hand and wrist and see their skin start to resemble theirs. Would they maintain consciousness? Would they even be aware if they turned into one of those things? Or would they just end up becoming so hollowed out that all their personality just drains away from them? They just become this shallow, empty husk of nothingness, constantly seeking to satisfy a hunger that can never be slated. What a terrible fate to have, as they can feel it slowly creeping on them, like facing the inevitability of death itself. This sinner starts to curse their fate and wonder how they even got here, and how they ever came to face such a horrible fate. They remember that they jumped off the edge of the rings of hell in an attempt to find a better life. In their mind, they believe that surely hell and heaven and earth can't simply be the end of it. The universe is far too vast and magnificent to only end at an edge. But perhaps here is where their curiosity causes them their inevitable demise.
There is nothing left for me here. I've been trapped in this strange, empty, god-forsaken realm for who knows how long. I have not seen hide nor hair of even a single form of sentient life that did not want to kill me. There's nothing to eat here, unless I develop an appetite for ashes. Everything is so dead, dried up and shriveled, devoid of all life. I'm hungry. So hungry. My body feels so dry, and my skin has changed. What's happening to me? I have to get out of here.
After countless hours and countless miles of walking through these ashen wastes, they finally reach it, the edge of this realm. All they see is empty blackness. Not even stars, not even clouds, nebulas, just nothing. Behind them, the ashen wastes, and at least what seems to be like some form of world. Meanwhile, in front of them was just utter blackness. They already jumped off the edge of the rings of hell to get here. Would they dare jump off the edge of this world too?
There has to be something out there. It can't just all be darkness and nothing. The universe is too big for it to just be nothing. Right?
They stand there in paranoia, looking forward, then looking back, looking forward once again, then back once more, wondering, is it worth it? Is it worth attempting to jump off the edge of yet another edge? Would there truly be something on the other side? Would there be nothing? Would their existence come to an end? Or would they fall for countless hours and never die? At this point, they were desperate, and they took that leap of faith as they lift one foot and fall forwards as the weight of themselves throw down into the darkness. As they fall down into this endless blackness of nothing, their body turns to face upwards to look at the realm that they just jumped from, as it becomes further and further and further away from them, soon completely out of sight. Everywhere, all around them, nothing but darkness. There was no sign of anything below them, nor to the left, nor to the right, nowhere. There wasn't even any wind blowing through their hair, yet they felt like they were falling, with no wind resistance at all. Nothing in this realm at all. They become filled with hopelessness as they close their eyes, thinking that this may be their fate, to float in this utter blackness for all time. But soon, eventually this ends, and the familiar clouds of the ashen wastes start to form around them as they fall from the same sky once again. As they fall from the sky and they open their eyes in fear, wondering if they will die from the collision hitting the ground, especially from being several miles up in the air. But it would not be so, as they land into a mound of ashes in the center of this realm to start their journey all over again.
Of course. Why would I think otherwise? I guess this is it. This is really the end of the universe.
They lay there, all hopeless, clenching the ashes in their fingers so tightly in rage and depression, morbid, horrid depression, in the hopelessness that there is nothing left they can do, as they just lie there and slowly watch themselves turn into one of those horrid husks that was walking around in these realms. An empty zombie, always hungry, never to be satisfied, until they hear a voice. Ah, such palpable dread. You've gone off the edge of the map, and even off the edge of that, and here there be monsters, more so than monsters, things we cannot even explain or see.
Who's there?
They look everywhere, left, right, above them, below them, wondering where it came from. This is the first time they've ever heard another voice that was not their own in this realm. It has been countless hours, days, and weeks since the last time they ever heard anyone else speak, and so this throws them entirely off guard. Who am I? Moi, you say? I am he unknown by all, and yet I live in the hearts and minds of all of those who live and breathe, even in this realm devoid of all its life. It is so lovely to have company once again. I can imagine you are filled with such palpable madness being in this realm with no one around, and it's always so delightful to have someone to talk to at last. Even if that person has such great malicious intent. The voice comes off so regal, so smug and full of itself. It clearly has the tone of a villain. Yet, they were right. It was nice to at least talk to someone else in this always silent realm. But now they are on constant guard more than ever, wondering, what does this voice want from them, and why won't it reveal themselves? And then they start hearing it, the sound of owls hooting. This is the first time they've ever heard that at all, or even the sounds of any other creature in this realm. They look up at the nearby dead tree and see them, white fluffy owls with 4 glowing pink eyes staring at them. They look with curiosity, wondering why now are they appearing here before them. Are these the things speaking to them? They stand up to try and inquisit them, but they fly straight towards them, looking as if they're about to pounce for an attack. They put up their arms in defense, worried they are going to be clawed to death. But no, they fly past them. White feathers fluttering all around them. The sinner turns to see where they went, and then they see them. A gorgeous purple Goëtia with long flowing hair like a pooling oasis, and these little owl creatures fluttering all around them, sitting in their laps, maybe even sitting in their arms, staring back at them. Their eyes, those eyes of theirs, glowing so pink and radiant, almost like a set of headlights to a deer, and the sinner felt like the deer that was in the way. Dear oh me, don't be so tense. You haven't seen birds before. Well, it's good that you are here, though. It's proper that we have a little chit-chat, the two of us, one-on-one, no one else around, on the edge of time itself. No angels, no sinners, no demons of the sort. Just the two of us, in this empty, barren place of nothingness. Let us speak a while, whisper, you and I, about what is it that you want most in this world. What was it that you couldn't find in hell, that you just had to jump off the edge and lay flat into my realm, trying to seek some form of meaning here?
Okay. Look, I can tell you're all about tricks, wordplay, and all this other cartoon villain bullshit, and I frankly don't care. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm trying to finish my existential crisis, okay?
In frustration, they look for a way out, anything possible. It would take far too long to go to the edge of the realm once again. It took them weeks to get there. So they look around, left and right, and then they see a chasm, a gorge nearby, something they can jump into, in the hopes that maybe that will get them out of this realm. At this point, they'll take anything. And so they jump into this bottomless pit, and they once again find themselves into this black abyss, floating non-stop forever. This creature who came to them, of course, has a smug grin, and they snap their fingers, making them reappear once again right before them, falling into a little pile of ashes. Oh, are you leaving so soon? And here I was, getting ready to pour the kettle on for the both of us.
Yeah, figures. Okay, what the hell do you want?
What I want is irrelevant. It's what you want. You clearly are trying to find the end of all time, the edge of the universe, the end of all things, in the hopes to find some kind of solace. Well, you really don't have to look any further.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do before I got interrupted by a... Ah. Wait, this is it, isn't it?
Indeed it is. Quite beautiful, isn't it? In its own ominous way. Though I'm quite a fan of it.
Who or what even are you?
I am the oblivion you seek. I am that thirst of knowledge you've been trying to satisfy for so long. I am the oblivion that shall take you and give you the life of peace you've been looking for so long.
I wasn't expecting Oblivion to look so... well...
Handsome, gorgeous, beautiful even.
Wow. Ego match.
Yes, I have an abundance of that. But with all that ego put aside, and being as unbiased as possible, yes, I am entropy incarnate, and this realm is the realm where all life comes to an end. This is the glue in between all realms that holds them together, the black space in between all of it.
So you're telling me that you are entropy? This whole place? This is the void? This is purgatory? I was not expecting entropy to be so...
Sexy?
flirtatious, smug, posh, and full of ego is what I would say. For someone that's supposed to be entropy, you sure are full of personality.
Yes, painfully ironic, don't you think? A being that is supposed to be nothing, and yet is full of so much, life, I guess is the word. Though that word is very, hollow in a place like this.
Ironic is an understatement, more like. But look, it doesn't matter. Can we skip the villain's speech arc bullshit and just end me already? I know I'm slowly dying again, and if I am doomed to die yet again, can we just get it over with?
Oh, no. We cannot end you just yet. We first must joust with words before I give you what you desire so badly.
Oh, great! So now I'm going to be tortured with wordplay now.
Call it what you will, but first we must have this little conversation. You are seeking oblivion, but you need to first come to understand what that will mean for you.
Why can't I just be at peace? Why can't I just have one goddamn minute of just not having to worry, not having to stress? My whole life has been nothing but struggling for a better future, but that future never comes. I've struggled on Earth when I was alive for 60 years, and then in hell for 40, and now here for... Oh God, I've lost track of how long I've been here. 3 whole damn life cycles, and still no peace.
Then rejoice, my dear, for the peace you seek has finally come. I come here, giving you my offer, and I would recommend you take it, for if not, you will become one of those things that roam around my land.
What do you mean?
I will be completely frank with you. I am here to take your soul, consume it, and make it mine, and in exchange, you shall have the peace you so desire.
I would rather just suffer forever than have a soul-binding contract. Thanks.
You mistake me. There is no soul-binding contract. There is no piece of paper to read. There is no dotted line to put your name upon. There is only my offer. The offer I make so many.
No contract? Well, I'm not interested in your monkey's paw gifts that bite me in the arse later.
There will be no ass to bite if it doesn't even exist in the first place. To the point then, I'll be completely blunt with you. I am here to eat you. Yes, I am going to consume you. Your soul, your essence, your entire being and everything about you will be within me to provide me with nourishment, and in exchange, you will live in this beautiful paradise that I have created for all of those I have consumed. A false reality. Nothing in there is truly real, of course, but all your dreams, everything you've ever wanted, shall be yours for all time. There will be no more pain, no more agony, no more stress, no more having to worry about anything at all, but your own comfort in this dream world of eternity.
Why are you telling me all this? You're being awfully honest for a villain.
Because I'm not going to sit here and bore you with a bunch of circular talk and lies within truths and truths within lies. I'm just going to be completely frank with you and tell you the honest truth. Because you don't really have many other options now, do you?
Wait, you mean to tell me that I just fall asleep and I wake up in this dream world of yours? I get whatever I want. Do whatever I want. But it's all fake?
Yes, almost like a hologram or a dream world. But everything there feels quite real. You can touch everything, feel everything, taste everything. It is as if you never even died, or never even closed your eyes and fell asleep at all. Then it of course begs the question of what truly is even real anymore. What is reality, and what is false? The universe doesn't exactly make it very clear to begin with anyway. And so, you may find that it is good to be content in this world as long as you have the peace that you desire. Questioning it will only make you more stress and worry more. You will find there is comfort in ignorance.
So you're saying I need to live in this fantasy world of yours to be at peace? To live inside of you in this false reality? To be content in this fake dream world?
Exactly. Humanity has made up all kinds of lies about themselves and about the universe to be content with the chaos and the unknown. You know, things like justice, mercy, beauty, that sort of thing. And we of course start out believing the little lies to help us be content with the bigger ones.
But those are very real concepts.
You think so? Then take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and sieve it through the finest sieve, and you show me one atom of justice, one molecule of mercy. And yet, you try to act as if there is some ideal order in the world, as if there is some rightness in the universe by which it may be judged. All the laws, definitions, words, and rules are concepts that mortals, angels, demons, all made up to understand the universe around them, to give it meaning, to give it context, to unravel life's secrets. Hot, cold, left, right, up, down, good and evil, night and day. These are all words we use to define what is real and what is not. Sure, there is a physical world around us of which we interact with and see it, touch it, and feel it. And those sensations help us unravel its secrets. But are we right in our assessment? Do our senses betray us? Is everything we see and touch real? Or is it something that we believe to be true, and thus our minds and eyes make it so? What if everything was just a very vivid dream? Even Earth, even hell, even heaven and here, what if all of this is not real? And what if it's all just things we believe in?
But people have to believe in something, right? There has to be structure and order, a right and wrong. Otherwise, what's the point?
You need to believe in things that aren't true. How else can they become?
I guess. If I have nowhere else to go, could I live here with you instead?
You absolutely can. At least for a while, anyway.
What do you mean, at least for a while? Are you going to kill me later?
No. But even if I welcome you into my home and give you all the comfort I can, it is inevitable that you will be hollowed out. This very realm is like a radiation poisoning, corrupting your flesh and your soul. You can see it in your flesh right now as your skin turns pale gray. Your veins turn black. Sooner or later, you will become one of those things if you persist here any longer. At the very least, when you are consumed by me, your flesh will remain normal. one of my thralled servants, while your mind rests inside of me.
Can't you just send me back to hell?
I could, but walking into my realm has already doomed you. Your flesh and soul is now cursed by the horrid touch of this place. Even if I did send you back to hell, it's only a matter of time before you corrode into one of those things. And I cannot have any references of my realm be there. My presence must remain a secret to all the masses of hell. I cannot let you go, even if you were not to turn into one of those things.
Will it hurt?
Only if you want it to. Other than that, you won't feel a thing. It will be like making one last final exhale after so much pressure.
Then do it. Just promise me this is the end at last. I can't struggle anymore. I'm out of steam. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Let me close my eyes at last.
And so the avian stands up as the owls around them flutter away. They walk over to the sinner, their jewelry jingling around as they slowly approach them. The sinner on their knees, eyes looking down at the ground, looking upon the ashes, hearing the quiet wind in the background. Then all they can see is this avian's feet as they slowly look up, the avian's hands cupping their face in their cheeks and chin in their hands, slowly lifting their head up to make them look at them. This avian smiles at them with such a tender, wholesome smile, and deeply inhales. As they do, the sinner's vision fades off into nothing, and then they open their eyes and see themselves in this beautiful paradise. A moonlit sky of beautiful stars, an eerie forest around them teeming with life and grass, water, finally something other than ashes. Within this realm, anything they imagined came true. Anything they wanted became so. They all knew it was fake. They knew it wasn't real. But then again, based off of what the avian said, what really is real even? This sinner and all the others inside of them take comfort in the ignorance that they will never truly know what is real or what isn't. All they know is that they are at peace, and that's all that matters.